Ladies and gentlemen, it's the North London Derby, and I'm sorry we're late, but better late than never, if I'm not mistaken. Thomas Partey is back. Kulusevski seems to be out. And you know what? Advantage Arsenal. Let's talk about it, people. How is everybody doing today? It's the Kitty G on EGTV. And yeah, we were supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but we're starting at 9:30. My apologies to everybody. But yeah, literally, some people in the comment section might have gotten it right. Someone here is saying Satan sends a scorpion to take out what? Astaghfirullah. Nah, Husam's gonna be fine, man. Shout out to Husam. People saying Egal sleeping. I might have been sleeping, I might not have been sleeping, but let's get straight into it. Well, we're gonna put the link in the chat so some of you guys can call in and jump straight in. We got a lot to talk about today. Starting soon. Someone here is saying Egal, for fuck's sake. My apologies, my sincerest apologies. Let's get this started. People keep saying Harry Kane will score. Who is Harry Kane? Well, Harry Kane is the leading goal scorer in these derbies, but majority of his goals come from penalties, if I'm not mistaken. He scored the most goals in this derby, but understand the majority of them have come from penalties. Tommy's in the chat. What's good? Yeah, Tommy, if you want to jump on, you can jump on. The link is in the description. I am confident. You know what? I am very confident also going into this derby. Someone here saying, who the hell is Harry Kane, though? Once again, do I have to repeat it again? Harry Kane is Tottenham's leading goal scorer. One of their top goal scorers in this derby, and the most lethal in this derby's history. Velvet Gooner Velt in the house saying we will smoke these bums. The amount of crap I have heard through all these combined 11s shows. Yeah, man, 100%. Understand that Tottenham don't travel well when they come to the Emirates. But shout out to M, shout out to Tommy, shout out to the boys in the chat. Other people who want to call in, you can call in also throughout the show. Shout out to you guys also. Arsenal masterclass incoming. Inshallah, that's all I can say. Hopefully, there is an Arsenal masterclass incoming. But boys, how's everyone doing today?
I'm
good.
Nice. You know what happened? I literally fell asleep thinking that I was gonna wake up in time. Next thing you know, I look at my phone and it's like it's already started. I was like, what the hell? It's past 9 o'clock. I should have already started by now. What am I doing? I
was just joking. I thought you just late or something.
Nah, I was late because I literally just woke up.
I'm tired, man.
I was exhausted, bro. I was exhausted. But yeah, there's a lot of madness going on. Obviously, we heard about Kulusevski. It could be that these guys are out. What do you guys think? Do you think this is mind games? Do you think Thomas Partey, Kulusevski, this is mind games? What do you think?
I think the Lloris one is more of mind games than anything, because I think Hugo Lloris is going to play as long as that guy can move, because goalkeepers don't need to move about that much in the game. You know, you're not talking about our outfield players. So I think we shouldn't expect any other goalkeeper to be in goal other than Hugo Lloris. And I think Kulusevski, I think he could be out, but they'll just play Richarlison instead. So they've actually got another decent option.
In my opinion, I just think this whole goalkeeper situation, I think Lloris is going to play. I don't think Lloris misses internationals and then still misses this game. I think Lloris is going to be fine. They're milking it a little bit. The Kulusevski thing is not mind games. I think Kulusevski is actually out. I think Kulusevski is going to miss this game. I think they're going to have to either play Richarlison or play another midfielder in this game from the beginning, and that is going to be a bigger blow, because as much as we want to say, oh, Richarlison is a like for like replacement or whatever, their game is completely different when Kulusevski is out. He's doing a lot of their creativity from that right hand side. He's one of their main men, and as much as you want to say, oh, Richarlison when he's in, let's be real, Richarlison in doesn't necessarily mean it's the same team. It's a completely different proposition. Richarlison is doing more finishing, and you're asking some of the other guys to be more of the creators again. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Tommy, what are you saying?
Yeah, Kulusevski's injured, and Richarlison's a baller. He's been in Tottenham. He's been in Tottenham's third best player. But yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be a tough game. They're a good side. We can't play a high line against Son, Kane, or Richarlison because we are gonna get punished. We can't play that stupid high line. So yeah, I don't know because I think they're gonna go with a 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. I think they're gonna go I think they'll go with a 3-5-2 because I think Conte is gonna set up for even a point or to win the game. It depends how he's gonna set up, but we just need to do our business. Just I think we should go. I think we should attack them. We have to attack these lot because we're home. We have to attack them, not attack them too much, but we just have to go and get in their faces. We just have to run the channels. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Both teams have been playing well. Both managers are doing well. So we've got to attack them as well. And yeah, we need to get in their faces. Like we need Martinelli and then Saka to they need to bomb forward as well. And obviously we have to dominate. Obviously, Partey has to dominate Højbjerg for me, and Xhaka as well needs to do his business. So Saka and Martinelli they have to bomb forward as well for me. And it's good to have Partey back because we need no offense to Sambi Lokonga, he's not on that level with Partey. I like the guy, but no offense, he's not on that level. And it's good to have Zinni back because I love Tierney, but I'd rather start Zinni in this derby as well. So yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
I don't know about that. Zinchenko starting in this game might not be the best idea. This is a North London derby, and defensively, we're going to have to be on point. Do you really think it's better to be starting the player who's more attacking, or do you think it's better to be playing the player who's more defensively
I get that, but I want to protect Tierney. I don't want him to get injured again.
No, but
we need to protect him, man.
Tierney's played more recently.
Let me know, people in the chat.
I'll tell you why, bro. Because Zinni defensively is not that good.
We're jumping a little bit too far ahead, boys. I want to save the lineup stuff for a little bit later. But yeah, let's get back to what you said about Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey being back for this game is massive, and people kind of underestimating Thomas Partey or kind of underplaying his importance to Arsenal because of his injury history. Just because he's been injured in the past doesn't mean his importance to this Arsenal team has somewhat diminished. He is still one of the more important players in this team when fit. And when fit, Thomas Partey is one of the best midfielders in this league. Now, Thomas Partey is going to be playing. He's going to be playing this Saturday. And you're going to see, people are saying Richarlison technically is better than Jesus. What tactically is better than Jesus? Richarlison is not better than Jesus. The only thing is when he plays, he offers two different things. Jesus is more of an all-around forward, where Richarlison is just strictly forward thinking and is more of a
Chelsea Life 79. Yeah, get off drugs. Because I don't know what you're smoking.
Yeah, come on, man. Lay off the weed. Richarlison is not better than Jesus. Come on, lay off the weed, man.
I'm gonna jump on. How long you on for? I'm gonna be on for about an hour and say an hour and 10, hour 15. So we'll be going.
The thing with Partey, he's just
until 10:45, 10:15. Let me just say this on Partey, bro, before you go. Thomas Partey starting this game is a big difference to Lokonga starting. You already brought it up. Why do people keep comparing this to the Manchester United game? Why do people keep comparing this to a game in which we were away from home and we had no Thomas Partey? We
don't do our Old Trafford anyway.
Yeah, and Tottenham are coming to Arsenal where they don't historically travel well.
They haven't beaten us in almost 12 years,
29 matches.
I was 16 the last time they beat us. I was 16.
One win in 29
That's what I'm saying.
At the Emirates. So it has to be spoken about. It almost seems like facts, tier breaks. We even got a Tottenham fan in the house right now. That's just tuning in. I watch you on the terrace, and you will be on that tomorrow. I will be on that tomorrow. So
you know with this Tottenham fans, yeah, bro.
1 second, Tommy, please.
All right.
We got a Tommy fan. We got a Tottenham fan here. What are you saying, bro?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Well, this is probably the biggest derby that we're having in quite a long time. To be honest, it can go either way. Both teams are at the peak of their powers right now, I think. With Conte, what we've had is consistency, I think. Something that we haven't had ever, arguably. And with Arteta, you guys are finally getting an identity, getting a play style that everyone can get behind. And, it's two different. I guess we're both hyped in our own right. And we both think that we can both take it. But there is that sort of thing like, who's going to fuck up? And to be honest, I think Spurs can do it. But I think I saw news of Kulusevski being injured potentially. We do have Son coming back from, being back on the scoring sheet and, just doing stuff on international duty. But it could really go either way. I think midfield is going to be the biggest thing. I think both of our defenses have kind of shown, how great they can be. You guys have, all the Brazilian lads, they're doing fucking phenomenal. We have Cuti Romero, who's been good. Dyer's been, people give him crap, but he's been solid since Conte's come in. But yeah, midfield for us, I think that is the biggest thing. We kind of do have a very flat kind of presence in midfield with Højbjerg or.
Let me stop you right there for a second.
Yeah.
How important is Kulusevski going to be if he's missing for you guys? Because I feel like if Kulusevski's missing, he's going to be very, very big.
Yeah.
It will be a very big miss.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of being downplayed.
Yeah. 100%. For Kulusevski, see, the thing is, he's come in and, really hit the ground running, and you can't, knock him for anything. But we do, I mean, Richarlison, he's been good. Like, he's shown moments of brilliance where he can kind of get the crowd going and really kind of have those moments where, oh wait, like you're doing something and you can kind of change the tides of the match. But his output hasn't been arguably that great. I mean, he had those 2 goals in the Champions League, fine.
So you're gonna miss Kulusevski a lot more than people.
Yeah, but I also think that Conte, last couple of games, he did kind of switch to a 3-5-2. And having Perisic, and I mean, Sessegnon's been playing a lot better. So if Richarlison doesn't start and we have Perisic and Sessegnon maybe on as like those wing backs, then I think we can maybe do something with Kane and Son being up front. And who knows if Bissouma comes in? I hope Bissouma comes in because we kind of need that central figure in midfield. And maybe he'll, if he can get those progressive passes in, then Kane and Son can kind of do their thing. But yeah, it will be a big miss. I won't knock you.
Is Conte going to play?
Just want to clarify, Odegaard is not injured. And also, how many points can Arsenal get against Liverpool and Tottenham? Why can't we get all 6 points?
I would say you could get 6. Why not?
Liverpool at home, even though how poor they've been, we haven't beaten them at home since 2020. I'll take a draw against Liverpool. I'll take 2-2 because I just don't want to get ahead of myself, because even though these lot I've played shit anyway, but I'll take a 2-2. Give me a 2-2 against Liverpool. Give me a 2-1 against these lot tomorrow, and a 2-2 against Liverpool, and a 2-1 against Leeds.
Listen, 4 points from Liverpool and Tottenham is nothing to be sniffed at. It's no joke. But at the same time, we're at home, so we should be able to get it done.
Yeah.
Someone here is saying Thomas Partey is one of the best dribblers in the football. LOL. He is. Thomas Partey is one of the best dribblers in football. Him, Kovacic, and Thiago Alcantara. I don't know what the laughing emojis is about, my friend. He is an astute dribbler. But yeah, sorry guys, I just needed to stay a little bit on topic.
That's fine.
Next, we're gonna, since we have a Tottenham fan here, we're gonna ask you, what do you think your predicted 11 is gonna be? Because we're now gonna do our predicted 11 in a second. But yeah, let's just go to the Tottenham predicted 11. What do you think your Tottenham predicted 11 is gonna be?
So I'm thinking a 3-5-2. So Lloris in goal. We're probably gonna have. I think Romero should be back as well. He should be training.
So what's the formation? Sorry.
3-5-2. So 3 at the back, like 5 in the middle, with 3 center mids, kind of, and 1 progressive if we get Basum. But I'll go through it. Dyer, Langley, and Romero, Lloris in goal, and then midfield / I guess the 2 wing backs would be Perisic and Sessegnon. Going, I think Perisic would most likely be on the right, Sessegnon on the left, because that's his preferred side. Perisic can kind of.
What's the back 3 again?
Dyer, Langley, and Romero.
So Dyer's in the middle.
Yeah.
Romero's on the left.
On the right, Langley on the left.
All right.
Okay. Okay, continue.
And then Perisic on like the right wing, and then the center band of 3 would most likely be Højbjerg, Bissouma in the middle, and then Bentancur on the left of that band of 3. And then
let me show you what we have right here. So this would be Dyer.
Mhm.
Right? Where
Yep.
is it? Oh, why is Drogba there? This is Dyer. Why is it not coming up? You know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it as we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys continue. So you have Lloris. Lloris in goal, right?
Mhm.
If you can continue.
Yeah. Langley on the left side of the center back, Dyer as the central center back, and then Romero as the right center back.
I'm just thinking, if you wouldn't you feel like that's hella defensive, or what do you think?
Well, so the thing is, I'm expecting us to soak up pressure as we have for the past God knows how long. We're gonna try to hit you guys on the counter. We haven't won at the Emirates in a very long time.
That's the intent.
Yeah. So I really expect us to kind of, however we've played against the top 6 teams in the past year, usually hit everyone on the break.
Need to watch out for that tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's gonna be Højbjerg.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a midfield of Bentancur. Bentancur, Højbjerg, and Bissouma.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I really want him to play and show what he's made of, because he's one of those players from the summer that I've been really excited about. I mean, we all saw him at Brighton.
Yeah, why is Conte not playing him? Is because Conte, I feel like I like Conte, but I feel like he has his favourites. I feel like he's being stubborn. Why is he not playing Bissouma and Spence?
Yeah, why is he not playing Bissouma?
I think it's just a matter of like fitness, learning the tactics, just getting those players like bedded and knowing the system, because we are playing like a lot of games this season, and again with all the subs, like we have 5 subs now and everything, he needs some time. And also I think we're also in the market for arguably another midfielder in the summer.
All right.
And we haven't particularly identified that, nor did we pull like the plug on some random player and just sign them. So I guess that spot is still kind of open for January in the future.
Let me ask you a quick question. So far, I've pretty much done everything, but who's going to be playing on either wing?
Perisic on the right, Sessegnon on the left.
So do you think Conte's good?
I'm only saying I'm saying Perisic on the right because Royale and Doherty, their output cannot be. It's not that great sometimes.
You think Perisic is going to start on the right?
Yeah,
I think Royale is going to start.
I'm going to have a meltdown if that happens.
Do you trust Royale? Do you trust this guy?
I trust him for those compilations after the games, but sometimes he's a bit mistake prone.
Is Lloris playing or Foster? Wait, is Lloris playing or Foster?
Lloris. It should be Lloris.
Okay, because I thought he was injured for this game.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like.
I have not paid attention.
As well.
Okay, so I've pretty much completed the team. So it's gonna be Son starting, of course. So yeah, so this is the team that we've done from the conversation that we've had right now. Let me just show you. This is the team that we have from from the conversation we just had. So in goal we have Lloris, front three of Romero, Dyer, Longley, Højbjerg, Bentancur, and Basuma in the midfield. Emerson, Royale, Perisic, Kane, and Son. So this is the dreaded 3-5-2 that you guys are going to be most likely trying to play against us. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you play this team, you might have control over the midfield and you might be on the counter. But I feel like we're gonna have majority of the ball and we can still catch you out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like defensively, you're gonna have both the midfielders trying to protect, but this is hella defensive, as people in the comment section are saying. I get it that it worked against Leicester, but I don't think it's gonna work against Arsenal at home.
No, that's not gonna work, man, against us.
I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at Egal. I'm looking at Emerson. I'm looking at Perisic. I'm saying they can be got at. I think Martinelli and Saka have a go at them. I don't think they're the best players defensively. I look at the only one in the back line that concerns me is Romero. That's it. I think the key to the win tomorrow, if we want to win the game, is Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey can sit in with a. I think Ben White will not go up that pitch that much. I think Ben White will stay back. I think Saliba and Gabriel obviously will stay in line with Partey at the back. So it's good. I think having Partey and Ben White in the team is crucial tomorrow. I think Saka will need to drop deeper a lot of times to help out Ben White when the Perisic goes on the attack and when Son is on his side. So we're expecting a lot of that. But as it gets close to the kickoff, I'm less and less nervous. Listen, it's just one game. I don't think this will define who we are. But obviously, you always want to win this game, and I think Saka's going to be up for this game tomorrow. Jesus, the one player that hasn't been talked about enough in this build up to the game is Gabriel Jesus. He scored an assist in his last game. He has 4 goals and 3 assists, and yet there's been no mention of his name in this past week.
I feel like because when you're comparing about the two strikers, let's be honest, Harry Kane gets all the headlines.
Yeah, but I think Jesus is going to be crucial to what we do, because I don't think Harry Kane's going to get much of the ball tomorrow. I think Jesus is going to get. Tottenham are going to sit back and we have to go break them down. And I think Jesus, I think Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli can create the chances. And I don't know when we're going to do our 11, but I think everyone Arsenal fan knows what they want to do and how to win the game.
There you go. Okay, M, what you said? Because you've been quiet.
Listen, I think tomorrow we can win this game if we really go for it in the opening few minutes, which I expect us to. I think what we need to do is attack them and also be resolute at the same time and not bomb too forward, because they can easily hit us on the counter. So what we need to do is when we have the ball, we need to take our chances. Like in the Brentford game, for example, Martinelli had a chance in like the 3rd minute. If that chance falls to you against Tottenham, you need to take that. You cannot miss, you cannot slip. And I think he slipped. I think those chances, you need to take them up. And if we take our chances tomorrow, we can easily, comfortably beat them. But are we going to take our chances when we're on top? And if we don't take our chances, they're going to hit us with one counter. And Harry Kane and Son can easily put that in the back of the net.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we go for it throughout like the first couple of minutes, we run the risk of being hit on the counter. I think the only threat, Tottenham have no creativity. The only threat.
It depends if we play a high line or not, and if Arteta's learned from the Man United game.
I think no. I think
he's not going to change. He's not going to change. I honestly don't believe he'll change. And I don't think
for me, he has to, because there's no way you can play a high line again. Like,
if you look
I think 1 second, guys, we're at home. Play your game.
Yeah, but you don't need to play.
We can't play a high line against Son, Kane, or Richarlison. We will get punished. We can't do that.
It doesn't mean you have to play it for the full 90. I'm just saying you don't change your tactics that much, even though you're at home. Let's be real. Tottenham are going to sit back and they're not going to play good football for the first 20, 30 minutes. They're going to try to see out the game, and later in the game they're going to try to hit us on the counter.
They're going to counter-attack us a lot.
And I will back that because so far this season, I mean, in the first half of the games, we've been kind of slow to start, and then we usually go ham the second half of the season or second half of the game. And so, I mean, the only thing that's giving me kind of hope is the fact that Perisic has been pretty phenomenal for us. I mean, he's been assisting a lot, especially on those set pieces.
Careful Lewis in the house. Shout out. He says, 0-0 draw. Arteta and Conte red card. Big up, man.
Lewis said 0-0 for the derby. He said it.
Top bloke. Yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely think it's gonna be difficult. Sorry, I cut you off, bro. You want to finish off?
Yeah, no, I just think Perisic might. I feel like if you guys don't really mark him that well, he might have like a chance or two where, you know, at this, like, we've never been good at set pieces, and this is probably the first season where I was like, shit, we're scoring headers and stuff.
Bro, it's Leicester. Everyone's scoring against Leicester.
Yeah, I know it's Leicester, but also
they are awful, man.
They're
Leicester, Leicester set pieces against Leicester are basically penalties.
They're 20th, man. They are in a relegation battle, man.
Yeah, if Spurs beat us tomorrow, I will eat Adam's what?
Marmite pants.
Yeah, but Tottenham fans, they say this all the time. They haven't beaten us for almost 12 years. That's poor by your standards. Almost 12 years.
I mean, yeah, sure, but we're also a team that's not had the same amount of, you know, money up till recently. So, I mean, now it's different.
We battered you last season.
I'm not having this money thing, because at the end of the day, if you already have world-class players, you don't need to invest as much money as a team in which that doesn't have as much quality at all. Let's be honest. Tottenham a couple years ago had one of the most complete teams. Your camera's on. My man's trying to make a debut. But yeah, let me show you guys the Arsenal team now. This is the Arsenal team that I've done. I'm gonna run through it with you guys in a second. Let me know what you guys would change in the comment section, and big up to everyone in the chat. So the team that I've gone with is Gabriel Jesus. Let me go from the back. Ramsdale back in the team. Ben White slots right back into that right back slot and starts again from the beginning. Then you have Saliba, Gabriel. They've been our two best center backs this season. They've been a solid center back pairing this whole season. Then you have Kieran Tierney starting. Zinchenko's just coming back from an injury, so I'm gonna start Kieran Tierney just to be safe. Thomas Partey, the big man himself, is back in the midfield. He's gonna be starting in that number 6 position, that lone 6 position. You're gonna have Granit Xhaka, who's on one of the best forms he's been in his Arsenal career.
He's been outstanding, man.
In this game. Then you have Odegaard on the in that attacking 8 role next to Thomas Partey and Xhaka. You have Saka, who's our talisman and one of our best players over the last couple of years, and has been having a slow start, but is still second in the league for assists with 4 assists, and already has contributed to a goal, plenty of goals this season. You have Gabriel Martinelli, who this season has been quite lethal, scoring 3 goals already in the short time period. And of course, he had that goal ruled off against Manchester United, which was quite sad to see. And Gabriel Jesus, the man up top, who is levels above what we had last year in Lacazette and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yeah, so it's like this team is ready to go. And if this team is fit, let's be honest, this team fit can beat any team in this league. I back this team when fit against any team in this league. But yeah, you guys see this team. What do you guys think? People saying this W team Egal. Yeah, man, this team wins. This team, that team is good enough to end Tottenham's record.
I'm putting Tomiyasu in.
No, but Ben White hasn't done anything wrong. Just
wait.
I know.
But 1 second, let him finish.
I know,
Why
but
is Tomiyasu in?
I know, but I think up against Son, I think it's a different game. I think we need Tomiyasu against Son.
Let me ask you this. Who's the better defender between Tomiyasu and Ben White?
Tomiyasu.
Who's the better defender between Tomiyasu and Ben White, guys? Come on. I
said Tomiyasu.
Ben White.
I think Ben White is the better defender, and I think Ben White this season he's played well. Let me know if you guys agree. Put 100% in the chat, or if you disagree, let me know what you change. I think Saliba, there's no change there.
Yep.
Tierney, Zinchenko, you could argue. Some people might say Tierney, some people might say Zinchenko. People in the chat putting Cedric in the chat. I think you're just trolling. And then the front three.
Cedric is trash, man.
There is really no choice of changing the front three. Let's be real. But the only worry is if Gabriel Jesus picks up a yellow card in this game, he's out versus Liverpool. That's the only worry. You know what I mean?
I think the thing is, Liverpool, there's going to be so many yellow cards in this game that you would expect Jesus to take a shot off and score. The thing is, I'm not worried if he does miss the next game, because I think Eddie Nketiah is a worthy backup.
Yeah, but Eddie Nketiah is not. Oh, come on, Eddie Nketiah, really?
He was good last season.
He's not that good, man. Come on, man. Eddie Nketiah.
What do you mean he's not that good? Tell me why he's not that good, Tommy.
He's whack. Whack.
Why is he whack?
Eddie Nketiah, my friend Eddie Nketiah.
He's not my cup of tea, man.
Eddie Nketiah, I will repeat this again. Eddie Nketiah is being slept on. This is a guy who, at his age, right, is obviously is starting to show what he's capable of doing. Harry Kane and some of the other players that are touted as better players than him, when they were his age, they were nowhere near the levels of goals in the under 21 setup. And actually, if you're gonna say he's played a lot of games, well, he's played less. He's played what? 3 more games than some of the Premier League legends that have less goals than him, like Alan Shearer. And he's played I think similar amount of games as Harry Kane, and he's way ahead of Harry Kane. On top of that, Eddie Nketiah, another reason why he's being slept on, his improvement that he's made over the last season physically and on the ball, off the ball, is visibly to see, but he's still being rated as if it was prior to that. It's not this academy kid who hasn't been given opportunity. If Eddie Nketiah was to play from January 1st last season until the end of the season, we would have got top 4. The misses that Lacazette was making, Eddie Nketiah was not missing. The chances Lacazette was getting, Eddie Nketiah was putting away. So when you keep saying you don't rate Eddie Nketiah, you might not rate Eddie Nketiah because
who doesn't rate Eddie Nketiah?
It doesn't do enough for me. It just doesn't do enough for me. I'm sorry.
One second. What doesn't he do? Because this season he's played 1 game. He started 1 game. He's gotten a goal and assist in the League Cup. I mean,
is he going to get me 15, 20 goals? Is he? You answer that to me, mate.
No. 1 second. If he gets 20 starts in the cup competitions and everything, I don't think there's going to be any question about it that he's going to produce. If you're saying 20 goals, in order for you to get 20 goals, you need to start. You need to get game time. And if he's getting game time and he's producing, he'll produce. At this point, we're not asking him to be the starter. You want starter output for a backup. He's not a starter. At this point, he's a backup. When you're a backup, all you're asked to do is to be serviceable enough for when your number 1 is not available for you to step in. And I'd rather have Eddie Nketiah in there than go and sign some random Donny for 10, 15 million who we don't know if he's going to be good enough.
Yep.
Yeah, and go look at his stats when he plays as well. His stats when he plays and is a starter, he scores goals, and his goal record is actually decent. I know a lot of them came in the Europa League and some of the cups, but that's the only time he's got an opportunity. Like this season, he played against Zurich, he got a goal, got an assist, and I believe in the Fulham game when he came on, I believe he was one of the players that changed the game as well. So I think, yeah, Eddie Nketiah has been slept on, man, personally. I think he's going to contribute.
I think he's underrated as well.
He's going to contribute towards...
Now go on, mate.
It's not enough for me, man.
I think he's going to contribute.
We got a Tottenham fan
I think he's
here
going to
saying
contribute.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying is because
our top 4 hopes.
Sorry, every time you try to speak, you just interrupt.
No, let M finish. Sorry.
No. Go on.
No, I was only going to say the only reason I see him as underrated is because Kane kind of came into the team under that same thing where he wasn't the main guy. He was just the guy on the bench, just started scoring. And then after a while, like you can't really knock it. So as long as he's taking his opportunity, whether it be in the cup games, Europa, whatever else, even if it's off the bench in the league, if he's getting those goals, he's going to eventually knock on the first team, door. and you have to give him that shot. But I mean, with Gabby Jesus and stuff, it's going to be tough, but that's great competition for him going forward.
Boom. I like that. People in the chat, do me
I
a
wouldn't
favor.
mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing Nketiah start against Liverpool. He would
Yeah.
he would absolutely show Darwin Núñez levels in that game.
Yeah.
He would show who's the better striker and who's the better player in that game if he played.
But can I ask a question before we go?
You're going a bit far, man.
Thompson, is Darwin Núñez better
No,
than
I'm not.
I don't rate Darwin Núñez anyway. His touch is poor, bruv.
But no, I'm asking. No one going. Wait, Thompson, is he better than Eddie Nketiah?
I have to say he is.
Why?
I don't rate Darwin.
Based on what? Based on what?
Let him go.
That's not what like. I'll probably say his finishing's good, but I'll probably say with Darwin Núñez, his link up play is poor, in it. Like it's
Link up play.
Wait. He's saying his finishing's good. He scored 1 goal this season.
Yeah, I know he did.
But
obviously his link up play
have you
is
seen
not
his
good
finishing
anyway.
this season? It's been poor. He has one more.
Guys.
His
Let's
finishing
not-
has been okay, but
let's
his
not-
finishing
let's
has been
not-
We're going to this next week.
Guys, let's not make this the hill.
man.
Let's not make this the hill we want to die on. Okay, people in the chat, get involved. Let me know what you guys think. Is Eddie Nketiah underrated or is he not underrated? The next
Darwin
thing
Núñez
that-
is busy doing hairstyles.
the next thing we want to talk about. What do you guys think about? It seems like Arteta and Conte's relationship has become a little bit more like friendly.
They're having
You
a
got-
scrap tomorrow. I can already see it on the touch.
No, but their
Is it-
but their relationship has become a little bit more friendly. Conte coming out and saying he thinks Mikel Arteta is one of the more special managers or up and coming managers.
Well, they're always gonna do that and big up each other in the press. But when it comes to game day and they both see each other on the touchline, I could see either manager going in each other's faces and just screaming if their team scores. I wouldn't be surprised if those two had a scrap on the touchline.
Like what Conte and Tuchel did in the London derby. I can see the similar thing in the
Yeah,
London derby.
I could literally see that. But I could see Arteta starting it this time because of the crowd, and if we go 1-0 up, I could see Arteta getting into Conte's face because I just think they're both slightly cocky people.
I'll say this: even if we're playing badly and just stick in there throughout periods of the game, I still think we can get a result. I think if we just hang on in there, because I think the crowd is a key factor in the game tomorrow. I think the crowd pushing the players
I
up.
think so as well.
I think the next 2 games, this game and Liverpool next week, I think the crowd is going to be a big factor in how we perform.
Hopefully we can get something against Liverpool. Get something at least against Liverpool, man.
I think we have to win both these next games. I think both of these are must win to show where we are, how far we've come. I
keep saying to people we need to do it in these big games because when we don't do it in these big games, it's the same old Arsenal. If we don't do it in these games,
big games away from home is not as the issue. Big games at home hasn't been the issue though.
Yeah, but we need to do what at the Etihad, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Anfield. We don't do that enough. That's not enough for me. We need to start doing that now.
That's been the issue for 12 years, though. That's been the issue for 12 years. Let's go back to Arsene Wenger. So you can't really.
I know. Arsene Wenger's record against the top teams away from home was poor.
No, but Arteta's record versus the top teams has been better than his actual record versus other teams.
Like we beat Chelsea last season, Tottenham, Man United.
We finished eighth back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, that's not good enough, man. Eighth twice.
The reason why we finished eighth those seasons when we were against, think about it, we were up against like teams. We were up against all these other big teams, and we were dropping points left, right, center. But when we played against we were picking up points left, right, center. But when we played against the smaller teams, that's where we messed up. Now roles are reversed, and guys are complaining that we don't pick up enough points against the big six. I personally don't give a shit. I think this whole thing is strictly based on what you can say to put down Arsenal. If we pick up 1 second, listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out. If we beat the big six teams, but we struggle against the rest of the league, we actually are lower in the table and we're worse off for it. If we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, but we drop points here and there against the big 6 teams. I'd rather have it that way, because the difference between getting 4th and getting 8th is dropping points against Aston Villa, Leicester, and West Ham, but picking up a point versus Chelsea, picking up a point versus Manchester United, picking up a point versus Tottenham. We do it every year and we still finish outside of the top 4. I really don't care. I think this whole thing is agenda driven. And if Arsenal are getting the job done versus 90% of the rest of the league, but we struggle to pick up points versus the top 6, we're showing that we've improved. We're just not able to get over the hump against the top teams. That will come eventually, and once that comes, that's when we're actually in title contention. Because right now,
so what you're saying is, yeah, bro, you wouldn't pick up a point at Etihad, Anfield, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We haven't won at Anfield.
I honestly think you can win the league without beating some of the top 6 teams.
I get that. I hear that.
Before we go, wait. Liverpool finished. Wait.
We beat Chelsea home and away. A couple years ago, they won the Champions League.
I know we did, which was good.
Wait, let me tell you something, guys.
Go on.
Okay, look, Egal, and everyone here. Liverpool finished 1 point behind City. They didn't beat a single one of the top 4, not once.
Yeah, they didn't.
And
Last
92 points. 92 points.
True.
And didn't beat the top 4 once. So
all right.
Big team.
I'm just saying, yeah, Arteta needs to get his tactics away from home against the top teams. It's not good enough. That's what I'm saying. That's
we're not going on about this. Right now, we're playing at home. Our next 2 games is Liverpool home and Tottenham at home.
Yeah, we haven't beaten Liverpool at home since 2020. We have to get something now.
But bro, we're talking about Tottenham. It's not the beyond and end all.
Exactly. So wait. So, Thomason, would you rather?
You're making it seem like it's the be on and end all. If we don't win or we don't get points there, it's over. It's the worst.
I'm not saying it's over. I just think it's not enough for me. It's not enough. I'm sorry. You have to get something against the top teams. I've been saying this. I said it to Terry. It's not enough. You guys are not listening to a word I am saying. It's not enough.
Thomason, wait. Would you rather beat Leeds and Palace and get away from home? No, at home, or draw twice to Liverpool and City away?
I'd rather draw to them, not twice.
Do you rather pick up 2 points than 6 points?
I'd rather do that. It's much better for
Why? You get less points.
Because I'm sick of the rivals bantering us. The same old Arsenal.
No, Thomason,
you don't get it, man.
No, Thomason, wait. So you rather get us get 4 less points as long as we drew here and here and didn't win this game and this game, and then potentially finish outside.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, we have to beat Leeds and that. Obviously, Leeds are a good side, but we have to beat them anyway. But I'm just saying the record against the top teams, Sam, it's not. We don't do that enough for me.
What I'm driving on is that you rather draw the.
Tommy's got a point.
No, but I'm not. No, what you rather draw 2 games and win 2 games.
Etihad, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Anfield. He needs to do it this season.
No, wait.
If he doesn't do it, he has failed.
What the issue is you'd rather get 2 points against those big teams than 6 points against the little teams.
Crystal Palace went to Anfield and got a point. Tottenham beat Man City twice last season. We should be getting something against them. It's not enough for me. I'm sorry.
Man said how much Egal to remove Tommy? £10, bro. But yeah, let's shout out to the guy with super chat. Someone here saying Arteta must give him a 2-piece. Okay, Antonio Conte, guys. Could Conte actually leave Tottenham?
Yes.
No.
Not yet.
No, whenever Conte is, there's always a possibility he could leave.
He's not going to leave.
Give it to the end of the season.
They're third. Why would he leave? They're third.
Yeah. Also, just going based off of the club structure.
Why are you Arteta out? We're first.
I'm happy we're first. Like I said, I just don't want to get ahead of myself. I've said this to you guys. Like,
no, but you just said
I still don't trust him in these big games. These big games, I just don't trust him with his tactics and what he does.
No, you said the issue is not at home. Last season we beat Tottenham at home. We beat Man United at home. We always beat Tottenham at home anyway. I'm talking about at their place. We need to get something. We're going about home. He's saying that he needs to get his tactics better in big games. At home, he's getting it right. And now we're playing Tottenham at home. The next 2 big games we have back to back.
I know that. We always beat them at home anyway. Liverpool at home. We need to get at least a point.
Our next big game away from home is in 2023. As of right now, we've got these 2 tests at home.
That's what I'm saying. We need to get a win against Tottenham and at least get a draw against Liverpool. If we can get that, that's then fair play to Arteta. But I feel
But
like
why are you saying a draw? Why not win?
Tommy, love and respect to you, bro. But the chat have voted you out. This is mad.
Oh my days.
I'm just saying my point about these big games. Why can't people
I hear you.
Let me put a prediction. Put a prediction for tomorrow.
What's your prediction for tomorrow? He thinks we're gonna win though.
2-1. Jesus Brace and Kane for Tottenham.
Shout out to you, Tommy. Have yourself a wonderful evening, my friend. Okay.
See ya.
Big up, Tommy. Big up, Tommy. Every single time, guys. Tommy's a real one. And shout out.
Yo, can I just say?
Tottenham have
Can
no
I
pull.
just say?
Super chat.
Yeah. Can I just say, if Arteta beats Spurs and Liverpool, I will officially be Arteta in.
Woo! You heard it here first. Man said
that's if he does it.
If Arteta beats Tottenham and Liverpool, you officially are Arteta in. Why is that? Because
yes,
then he's shown you enough to say he's improved.
Yes. Because that's two big results, and that's two managers who are considered the top 3 managers that he's beaten in a row. So I think that will show enough progress for me.
Okay, so if Arteta, let me get this correct. If Arteta beats Tottenham and Liverpool, you are Arteta in. Correct? Bro,
yeah,
clarify.
I'll officially be Arteta in.
Wait, I got another circumstance, right? Say if we draw 2-2 against Tottenham and we beat Liverpool 4-0, would you still be Arteta in after that?
No. I need 6 points. Stop it. I need 6 points against Spurs and Liverpool, and then officially I'll be Arteta in.
Wait. Actually, no, wait. What happens? Okay, this is circumstance. It got put context though. If we draw against Tottenham and we played brilliantly and we outplayed them all game, and then we beat Liverpool, even though we've like 2 10 out of 10 performances and they get 4 points, so you still wouldn't.
No, I need 6 points. I don't care if he parks the bus against those 2 teams and gets 6 points. As long as he gets 6 points out of those 2 games, I will be an Arteta fan, I guess.
Boom. Very, very clear, concise, simple. Nothing else to be said. Let me just speak about some things quickly. First things first. We've already spoken about Gabriel Jesus earlier. We've spoken about Mikel Arteta saying it's a derby, always need something special. In derbies, we already know that. Games to be continued. Tierney, Zinchenko. We've pretty much all agreed on Tierney. Am I wrong? Over Zinchenko and Tierney. We pretty much all agreed.
I was gonna say before I hopped off, I'd put Tomiyasu in ahead of Ben White just for this game.
I don't know, you know. I don't.
Ben White's been playing very well. Don't get me wrong. Ben White's been playing very well, but I just think 1-on-1 against Son, and I'm talking 1-on-1 defending, not as a centre backs, because I think both of them can play centre backs, but you'd rather have a Ben White as a centre back. But I think 1-on-1 against Son, I'd rather have Tomiyasu. I think he could deal with him better.
Do you agree with that, Sam?
I think it's a little bit harsh to put him in now. I think if you go on the last game, everyone goes to the last game at Tottenham Stadium, where Tottenham outplayed us. We had 4 of our starters missing. I think we have a fit left back. We have another centre back. Oh, he left. We have another centre back as Saliba in. We have a fully fit midfield. We have an improved attack. So it's a way that I mean, Tottenham have a different team now. That we already see. I think there's only one extra player switched from the last time we were, and we have like 4 extra different players in the team. So I think it's a different team. I think you can't drop Ben White right now because he didn't go with England. So what? Tomiyasu just came back from Japan. So Ben White has been here 2 weeks to prepare for this game. So I think Ben White is more prepared for this game, and I think Saka can cover him. He went up against Zaha this season. He went up against he was on a Barnes this season. He went up against Cabano this season. He did well at home. It's away performance. Even last week at Brentford against the Brentford and Buemo, he did well. So I think he should carry on. He should be rewarded for that. Okay, if it doesn't work out this Saturday, fine. You can bring in Tomiyasu in Europa League, test it out. If Tomiyasu presses against the Europa League, then play him on Sunday. But as of right now, no chance Ben White goes out for me.
Okay, I hear that. What are you saying, my guy V? Because I know you're a Tottenham fan, but like, how are you feeling going into this game right now? Before we shift into the final segment of the show.
I think it could go either way, but considering our track record at the Emirates, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. But I mean, I'd be okay with a draw at this point in the season.
What's your score prediction? To be fair?
2-2.
2-2. Well, why do you give yourself the draw and not the win?
I still
It's how
think
it-
our team is missing a couple of pieces before we actually, you know, we haven't been this high in the table since that 16-17 season with Pochettino. We are missing a couple of pieces, but you know, slow and steady. We still have a long way to go into the season, right?
Okay. Yeah. People in the chat saying, "Come tell the fans to come outside after the game." You know
Okay.
what? That would be sweet. That would be sweet. But yeah, B, honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
Really do
much.
appreciate you jumping on.
Anytime, man.
For this video. And you know what? We're not done, people. Let me know. Continue to hit that like button. Continue to let me know what your predictions are for the game. I personally think this game is going to go down to who shows up within the first 20-30 minutes, because I think Tottenham Arsenal is a game that tends to be won quite early. Yeah, the team that shows up early tends to be the one that takes away all 3 points. And if I'm not mistaken, last time we did this, Arsenal put you to the sword. I was at that game. Sam, I think you were at that game too.
Yep.
We put them to the sword quite quickly. We showed them levels quite quickly. And Gabriel Jesus' first North London derby, William Saliba's first North London derby. The boys are all ready, in my opinion. Mikel Arteta was speaking about every word about it already. Yeah, we already know how much it's going to mean to Bukayo Saka. Players like him, he already knows what it's all about. I just think this is a game written for us to win. And Tottenham, although you guys have improved this season, I think we're going to end your unbeaten run. We're going to end your unbeaten run. We're going to show you guys that traveling away from home to the Emirates, nothing has changed. It's the same Tottenham when it comes to traveling to the Emirates. You're going to come there and you're going to find a way to capitulate. And you know what? I hope that it's not the same old Arsenal when we come to Tottenham, because we tend to do the same thing when we come to you. So roles do go both ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, Samuel, what are you saying?
I think, like you said, in the first 10 minutes is going to show what's going to happen in this game. But I think the crowd is going to be a big factor in this game. I think defensively, I think Saliba, is going to be up for it. I think we're a better team than we were at White Hart Lane last time out. We've got a better striker, better attack, better midfielders, better left back, better and almost up.
Right.
So what I'm saying is I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I think Tottenham will do a loss, and I think it's now Conte's record against Arsenal. I think he's won 2 games. I think now Arteta, we were hitting the right stride of form. I'm going 2-0. I think Bukayo Saka and William Saliba will get the goals tomorrow.
Boom. And I just want to point out something. Arsenal have won their last 2 Premier League home games against Tottenham. Last 3 in a row between the clubs since what? Tottenham last 3 in a row against February 20. What? I'm so confused.
The last 3 games we won 2, Tottenham 1-1.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of these Google statistics on the game, and it's like they're all pretty much favoring Arsenal.
Wait,
So-
just one thing though.
Just-
The last home game was with us with Nuno Espirito Santo. Just saying.
Yeah, I get that. Tottenham have lost 2 of their last 3 meetings against Arsenal, and their previous 13, it's 5 wins, 6 draws. Just goes to show you don't beat us at home. Also, Arsenal have lost just 1 of their last 29 home games against Spurs. 17 wins, 11 draws. Unbeaten in the last 11 against them at the Emirates. The last loss was a 3-2 loss in
I remember that
2010.
game.
Yeah,
Wow. Tottenham have scored at least once in every of their last 10 meetings against Arsenal in all competitions. Second longest scoring streak against the Gunners. Run between 24 years. Wow. Okay, and then finally, the last thing. This is the first Premier League meeting, Arsenal and Tottenham. One side is at the top since December of one of the sides at the top since December 2017. Wow, really?
2007.
This is the 2007. This is the last
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Interesting. If Tottenham win, it will be the first time in top flight history either side has beaten each other to replace them at the top of the table. Interesting. Interesting.
Doesn't
I don't-
fill me with too much confidence, but holy shit.
Yeah. So this is just a little bit of pre-match insight. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. I used to read that all the time when we used to do watch-alongs. So I just felt like it was quite fitting. People in the chat, what are they saying? We got ABB saying it's been so bad. We fans just resign ourselves to those two teams. I feel inevitable and losing, definitely getting something away. I feel better than the win versus Fulham. Samuel, do you want to read this?
I'm still at the point where right off those 4 matches against Liverpool and City, as long as we win most games against everyone outside of top 6, that's enough for top 4. That's good enough for top 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Next season is the one where I'd really look for points away. So next season, not this one, next season is where I look for points away from home, personally, against City and Liverpool. We'd love if we do get those points against them this year, of course, though.
And then, of course, Tommy coming back with, that's why I don't trust that's why I don't trust Arteta in those big games away from home.
Breaking news, Partey, Zinchenko, Tini, and Odegaard all spotted at the hotel for tomorrow's game.
I seen
Yes.
that. Who tweeted that out again? Was it the Perky guy?
Yeah, a goal.
Is it a girl? Where's the tweet?
I sent it to you in Twitter right now.
Send it to me. Okay.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yes.
If Partey doesn't play tomorrow and Lokonga plays,
Game over.
it's gonna. I think it's gonna ruin the atmosphere of the Emirates. I think people are gonna be like, no Partey, and they're just gonna be like, nah, man, I don't think we're gonna win this game. People are gonna start changing their thoughts on the game and if we can win it anymore, because I think the drop off is mad between the two players.
Yeah, so confirmed. Odegaard, we already knew this though. I feel like this is nothing new. I already knew that Partey was going to play. I already knew Zinchenko was ready back with the team. I know Tierney's fit. And Odegaard played with his national team. So nothing here in this tweet is new.
I think the Partey one is more confirmation, because Partey hasn't been spotted in any of the pictures.
Okay. I think Partey was going to play regardless. But yeah, Em, what's your score prediction?
I'm going 4-0.
Oh,
4-0.
Yeah.
4-0 to
That's
the Arsenal.
that's if Partey plays. If Partey doesn't play, 2-1 Spurs.
Okay. What about you? What about you?
Yeah.
I already said it. I went earlier. That's a 2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0 to the Arsenal. I'm going 3-1. I think I'm pretty sure you've probably seen videos of me talking about it already, but I just feel like Tottenham are not going to show up in the opening minutes. We're gonna open up the floodgates early, and then from there, once we get a couple goals, it changes their whole tactics. Their whole tactics go out the window the moment that we go up ahead in this game.
Yeah.
They're going to now have to come on to us, and they're going to have to play against us. And away from home, Tottenham. The reason why they benefited in all these other games is even if the other team went against them, they knew they had the quality to create enough chances to end off the game later in the game. Where against Arsenal, if they concede early and they are playing from behind, they're not going to be able to get back into it as easily, even if they're on the counter, because we're not going to be giving them the space in behind. Once we have a comfortable lead, their tactics go out the window, and they're going to have to find a plan B. But yeah.
And can I just say, I've heard a lot of Tottenham fans saying, oh, we're going to sit back in the first 20, 30 minutes and absorb the pressure. I don't think they're going to be able to deal with constant chances being created from the likes of Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. I know when they're not the most clinical of players. I would say Kane and Son are way more clinical, but say we get a second or third chance, I expect them to put 2-3 goals away if top Spurs just decide to sit back. Because it could be it could be a goal fest if they decide to do that. But I believe Conte, I don't think he's going to get smoked. Although I've said 4-0, I think let me change that to 3-1. Let me change that. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I have. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm gonna end it here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. People in the chat, anybody saying anything? 4-0. That's right. Xhaka is going to have a masterclass tomorrow. I think
I hope he
lives
scores
off
tomorrow.
the praise from the fans and give him 4-1 to the
Yeah.
Arsenal. That would be great. Another one here saying 3-2 Arsenal. Spurs will get their usual customary penalty. That is always true. They always do get a customary penalty. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. As you guys already know, it's the Kitty G on EGTV. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and we're out of here, people. Peace. Oh, what happened?
Ooh,
Ooh, let me end it.
play the outro.
Come on to the Arsenal!